Meeting other people from Israel was completely new for me.
I've never spoken to someone from Gaza, and I wanted to really understand what is the perspective, how do you understand what is happening between us?
It's like either we or there. This is Tala. I'm from Palestine, Gaza Strip, studying human rights and civil law.
I'm Michelle. I am from Israel, and I am a student. I'm doing my master's in international law.
You wrote each other letters during 1 year and a half. When Dimitri Krier contacted you to suggest exchanging letters with each other, how did you react? How did your family react?
I was like very interested, because to me this is something is so weird to be so close to Gaza and to never speak to anyone from there, to be so separate, like not have any way to contact.
I almost took 2 days just questioning myself if I do want to do this or to participate in this project, because like dealing with any party from the Israeli side may expose me to any dangers. I was afraid that anyone from my Palestinian side would just accuse me with betrayal, or like I would be like in the wrong side, because like my people are being killed every day, and not from like 7th of October, it's from like before the Nakba even. There's no chance to be friends in the same land. I asked my father for like his opinion. He encouraged me to just get into these letters and negotiation, and I felt it's like a chance to amplify my voices and my people's voices to people in Israel, and maybe she can share these voices and stories in her community.
Was it a risky choice for you too?
Well, to me, I do know that if people outside my close personal circle will hear about this, it can have consequences for me. Mostly like social, or people will have a problem with me. For me, it's not like something that I choose to worry about, because if I believe in something and I believe in this, I don't want it to stop me, like what will people think? Because it's a very controversial topic, and whatever I say, someone will not like it.
How did you imagine each other's lives?
I didn't know a lot about the life in Gaza. It's a very, very strictly surrounded from the Israeli army, but by sea and by air and everything. So I didn't know what life looks like for someone who lives like this. I was wondering how is every day, what is it like in a university there, everything. It was really interesting for me always to hear about her life before, and obviously after October 7th, a lot of things have changed.
I felt like Michelle would have like normal life with nothing to lose, because like they do have like a whole security system with alarms, shelters, and they rarely know like when everything is coming to their system. So they are protected from all the sides. So I was surprised that she had like a personal loss.
In the 7th of October, we were home in Sderot. I started like receiving more and more calls that like something was happening in my city, and that I have to go to a safe place and like to a shelter, and I have to lock it. Every time we saw the news, it was like, okay, 100 dead, 200 dead. Like Tala said, we are like protected. We have never experienced something like this. After 48 hours, we got a knock on our door, and my boyfriend, his parents came and they picked us up. I started learning that what happened, and that there are people that were taken hostage, and that one of them is my friend.
When she shared me like her loss and how she got affected because of this war, and how she hates this, and how she like condemn what the government is doing, like I was surprised, to be honest.
Were the first words hard to find?
It was about the accuracy, not about like finding the words, because I do have words and I do have stories, I do have things to share, but I'm aware, like I was like worried about if my word would be used against me.
Yeah. I also felt like I really wanted to choose my words carefully in a lot of different things, like if I'm considering how to describe things, I want to not use some words that I think are too often used in the Israeli media. We talked about this a few times. There are different words that we use for different things.
Do you think like genocide?
Yeah, okay, so for me...
I think it's prohibited to be...
So it was very like a thing for me to think about if I will write genocide in the beginning, because it can be a problem for me. It can lead to even arrest and things like this. I was just like really thinking about if this is something that is okay to write or not, but honestly, as the time progressed, like it became more and more like a conversation that is present in the world, and I think it's like impossible to ignore.
Tala, in your second letter, you ask Michel to acknowledge 4 things, like notably that what is happening in Gaza is not a war but a genocide, and that Israel is an apartheid state. Was it unthinkable for you to continue the correspondence without Michel's approval?
There are people who are getting killed. My friends, my family, I was in danger all the time. If she wasn't like able to recognize my people and their rights to be existed and their right to determine, and this is an occupation, to be honest, I would stop talking to her, because like this is absolutely denying to what is happening in Palestine.
In those letters, you tell each other how you experience the 7th October and how your life has changed since the 7th October. Did you think it wouldn't last at first?
We wouldn't have like any clue of like it would last for how many days, or like what we should do. Like everything was gloomy and chaos. Being displaced is one of the harshest moments, because like you feel like you have no place to stay, and you're always like you start from all over again, from like different places.
Every time someone asks me a question like, what about school, what are you doing, I was like, okay, I will think about this after everything ends. It's crazy to think that this is my mindset, and it's been 2 years, and it's like, exactly. But you feel very stuck, like nothing is, you can't just ignore what is happening. Like it's so weird to have a normal life, and obviously for the situation in Gaza, like you can't have a normal life.
How has life in Gaza deteriorated over the course of your correspondence with Michel?
To be honest, I'm not exaggerating, but the Gazan person is just trying to survive a day. Sometimes I was just sharing my displacement journey and how I'm truly hating this as like a different kind of torture. The war itself is a thing, and being displaced and homeless is a different thing, and the famine inside, and how I just was dealing with my sisters, small sisters, who were always complaining about the lack of food. There was many issues that violate truly our human dignity.
Every time I heard from Tala and heard the situation was very hard. It was like really affected me. I remember also if there was a time that I haven't heard from her in a long time, I was starting to get really worried. She said it's so different every day. So when I read that she was sick, or it was not possible for her to leave for her scholarship at the beginning, I was just feeling very, very upset by this news also, yes.
I never felt like she should feel ashamed. She didn't choose her government with that violence. None of this is her fault. We're not enemy, we're just by accident. Just born in this 2 different like governments, and we were like by accident like feel that hatred.
In a different world, we would just be neighbors. Like, exactly. Yeah.
So we mentioned that too. Like, we could be like neighbors, especially that we're in the same age, we have the same interest.
We have a lot in common. Like, it's another thing to feel like, oh wow, this is totally a person that I can sit and talk to, and like it was the interests and everything. Like, I was really like happy to have this experience with someone who I feel so connected with.